Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Pathfinder.
Welcome to Pathfinder! Welcome to Pathfinder, everybody. Season 5.
Yeah.
This season, we will be playing Paizo's newest game. Gaming system, I guess you call it.
Gaming system.
Tabletop gaming system, Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we still Baltimore's premier Paizo-based comedy podcast?
You're goddamn right we
Hell
are,
yeah.
Eric. And I am Tommy Simbazo, and I'll be playing. You'll find that out later as we go around the horn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this first season, we started it out with a bang. And by bang, I mean one of my bestest friends in the whole world. Ladies and gentlemen, engineer, Larper extraordinaire, Mr. Jose Santiago.
All right. Thank you guys for having me back here. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to kicking some ass and showing you guys my new character.
Now, Jose, you said you brought something for us?
I brought something for you guys.
So I guess we can break it out then, right?
I'll break it out once you guys are moving on.
Okay,
you know?
okay,
So I got to work in the background.
So how you been, Jose?
Been great. I started a couple campaigns, 5th edition D&D.
Okay.
I was using the special dice that I got from you guys.
And has it been rolling well?
I've killed 3 people. So
Hell yeah.
as a DM.
As a DM?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can I borrow that?
No, put it down.
You cold as ice, Santiago.
Now, who you been playing with?
I've been playing with my wife and her sister and my brother-in-law. That's one campaign. And then my other campaign is some friends I have in Colombia, which it's 5 dudes down there. And when a party is mainly women, they think before they do shit.
Okay.
General concept. And then none of them have died.
Okay.
When they're like thinking through, like, maybe I shouldn't attack this ogre. And the other guys are like, I'm a bard. I'm going to fight this orc barehanded. And then, boom, dead. Dead guy. And
Do they ever do checks to be shopping?
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta watch out.
Now, I know your wife Carrie and her sister Chrissy. Oh my God, I forgot. I dated her.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it even more embarrassing. I forgot her name.
Hey,
but
me both.
So what are they playing? What are their characters?
So Carrie, she's playing a druid, which is pretty cool. She's already like wild shaping and all sorts of awesomeness like that. Chrissy's playing a ranger that is very sneaky and very good at killing, but yet hates to kill. She's like,
Do you think things that happen when you're in the game have like after effects on your regular marital life, for better or worse?
I don't think so, but
No,
I don't
you're
know.
able to compartmentalize.
Do you ever
it?
start to have sexy time and she's like, roll for initiative?
And I'm like, I lost it. I lost the moment. Initiative too low.
I would say it's different for me because every time I talk about playing Pathfinder and recording with you guys, nothing makes my wife drier than mentioning this. Nothing closes that steel trap faster.
So you're never just like, generate water.
Yeah.
Quicken that spell. So they do really well, and then the other group, they're all a bunch of dudes, and they're just like, I'm attacking. And the squishies, like you guys were talking about, the second to last episode, or was it the last episode? If you're a squishy guy, or character,
squishies, you want to stay away from.
You don't
combat.
go run up in there.
Yeah, I played a 5th edition game with a bunch of other comics in Frederick, and it was the first time any of them had played. And they had a barbarian that had no weapon, just wanted to run in. Its weapon was his class ring.
Was it fucking Ray Lewis?
No.
Because then that would be
nice. That would be nice.
The other one, there was a mage, and we started off in a jail cell, and he got a shiv off this other guy. And instead of casting spells, he'd rather run up the stuff and stab it with a shiv.
What?
And I'm like, you have spells.
Do that
what was he
magic
playing?
shit.
What?
What was he playing?
He was playing a mage that would rather shiv things with a prison shank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of that's happening. So the same guy that was a bard, he chose to be frontal assault on a bunch of orcs. He died he died.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this
sounds
gray
retarded.
dice did it. This thing right here. And later on, I killed their cleric. But you know, I used to be a reluctant dungeon master, so I got to give Dorian a lot of credit because it's tough. But you know, it took me about like last year to really get joy in killing players, you know.
Well, Dorian just got his first taste.
Yeah. So Aaron,
Now he's out for blood.
It's like Kirsten Dunst, an interview with a vampire.
so Aaron, I wanted to ask you, like, how did that feel? Like your first character to die?
Well, I'll tell you. At first, I went through many stages of grief, but then I found it. Well, I found it deeply depressing. But at the same time, I felt like it was something that I'd been praying to happen for a long time, deep in my black recesses of my heart. And when it did happen, I felt a sudden liberation, where it was like, none of this matters anymore. So long, friends. So long, Arcane. So long, Big Slee. And I just sort of began, everything sort of rescinded further and further away into the distance. And I just found myself sort of face to face with Azathoth, my lord and creator. And
I took your death. My character took your death really hard.
oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I just
Meaning
remember
he
you
got
guys being like,
hard.
okay,
Yeah.
whose turn is it now?
Actually,
I think there was actually some part of me that was like, you guys kept talking, and I was like, dude, shut up.
That means we
you're
get
dead.
to attack more often.
Yeah, shut up.
I can honestly say, Big Sleed, he didn't jerk off for 24 hours after you
I
died in
appreciate
remembrance of
Yeah.
you.
That's what that was his 9/11.
I mean, that first character death for somebody, you remember that? I mean,
Yeah.
I told
I remember my
you
first.
guys my first character death. I died to a gelatinous cube. It was ridiculous.
That was throwing spells.
Yeah.
It was a gelatinous cube that was casting
and
spells.
Brian, your guy died too, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
We died side by side.
Yeah,
So
together.
that made it easier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Good
no,
job,
we died
Dorian. That
together.
was.
You know what? You
When
know what
to
the big
sleep smiling.
surprise was? Brian's character got to heaven, right? And St. Peter was there. And St. Peter was like, "Do you still have your foreskin?" And he was like, "Yes." He was like, "Go right in."
He's like, I was right, guys.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, I've been very busy with that and coming here, hang out, hopefully kick some ass.
All right. Oh, I meant to tell you. Remember that time in the last season where you met that monk who was near death?
Yes.
Punished by his master because he would not fight the Odd Company?
Yes.
One thing I forgot to say as he was dying was, Arcane, when I go, my face is yours.
Arcane was like, "Well, I don't want it if you want to give it up."
That is troubling.
All right. So, speaking of taking things from unwilling people.
Okay.
All right. Our next person at the table is actor, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh, thank you, guys. You know, it's so...
I got it. I really want it.
No, we
Oh,
don't
there
do that.
it is.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that he's dead to us now.
Okay.
That's from a different time, man. Different time.
Oh shit, that's right. We gotta
Yeah,
find
I'm
the
Eric
intro.
Woodworth. I'm playing a new character that will be revealed shortly. I've worked minutes on this character, so it's going to be good. But you know what? Not a lot to talk about, but guys, me and Brian Preston, we went to go watch a wrestling pay-per-view this Saturday.
We did, yes.
past Saturday, and it was the shit.
You
It
mean like
was.
you were in the arena.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
we
to
went
go-
to
yeah.
the Baltimore
Whoa.
Arena to watch AEW's pay-per-view Full Gear, and I was sitting down in the 100 level seats, and Kenny Omega was about 10 feet away from me as he drop-kicked Dean Ambrose, or John Moxley, as he's now known,
Yeah.
off of like the guardrail up here and jumped like 10 feet down to the ground. It was awesome.
I was in the 200s, better known as steerage, and we did a jig like in the movie Titanic.
yeah. It was
You
pretty
guys
fun.
weren't there together.
Well,
Or no, they
invited- well,
they
was-
separated you at the gate.
Yeah.
No, they did. Yes,
They
and
said,
that was
this
like-
guy, that guy needs to go upstairs.
And I was like, "Whoa!"
The
okay.
gatekeeper was like, "Do you have your foreskin?" Go right in.
You know what? Frankly, I'm glad you took it foreskin. The German shepherds and shit. It was weird.
No, it was fun. Well, I offered you an extra ticket,
You did.
and
I
you
already
rolled
had-
the dice, and you were like, "No, I'll sit with the other people."
Yeah.
And then my seats were better.
They were better.
So he
but I
regretted
already owed. I already owed Mike $75 for a
Yeah.
ticket either way. Yeah. I should have. Next time, buddy.
It was a good ass show.
It was a
though.
good ass
It was
show.
a good
It was
ass
a lot of
show.
fun, a lot of violence, a lot of fun.
I will say I was sitting right next to a child the whole show.
God.
I had a blank seat
Yeah.
next to me, and then a 10-year-old child. And at this type of wrestling show, there's lots of like, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked.
Oh, yeah, no, there's
Holy
children-
shit.
yeah.
Holy shit. And like during the main event, there was lots of you sick fuck.
Yeah.
You sick.
Yeah,
and I
there
kept
was.
looking over, and I was like, I'm really sorry about this. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Was the kid saying it? Was the kid?
Oh yeah,
doing
he was
it?
in with his dad. He was
Okay.
just like, "Yeah, that's a sick fuck, Dad."
A couple times I was like,
That's my boy.
"That's right, boy." A couple times I was like, "No, you suck his dick, Kenny Omega," just to see if he'd do it.
But it was.
Hey man, we got to give the people what they want.
It would distract him.
That hardcore match was actually hard to watch.
No,
at
it was.
times.
It was all right.
There was a part where they suplexed each other into a Sealy Posturpedic made of barbed wire.
Yeah, it was like just a
and
bed
then the
frame
match
of barbed wire.
The match just stopped for like 6 minutes as like 12 guys pulled them carefully out of this bed of like
all right.
razor wire, like just the circles of razor wire. They just suplexed themselves and were
It
both
was
stuck in it
I mean,
for
the
like
shit
5
in the
minutes.
middle, I think, was
Oh,
gimmicked, but
God.
like the edges, no. What bothered me?
Broken
possibly-
glass in the middle of the ring.
It was
Oh,
candy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, there's
It
broken
was candy glass.
It was
There's
candy
no
glass.
way.
I used to put like Dean or John Moxley crawled across that. What got me was Kenny Omega, the cleaner, had a broom wrapped in barbed wire and swept this motherfucker's back with
Yeah.
his barbed wire bat
And
at
it
one
just-
point, and we're all just almost like, oh god!
And there's just gashes all over
Yeah.
both their backs, are just like
Yeah, they're
like
bleeding
breaking
all over
barbed
them. Yeah.
wire over themselves.
So much blood.
Oh, it was great.
I thought these kind of like ultra-violent matches were only from the movie The Wrestler.
No,
Like,
that's
that's
just
what
real.
happens
No,
at events.
Yeah.
The Wrestler is the most accurate movie about wrestling that's ever been.
It's
made.
great.
Apart from
What?
the WWE, they don't really do the blood matches
No,
like that
they
anymore.
don't- no,
but they
that was
did.
a
This was
real-
good.
It's more accurate than No Holds Barred.
Yes.
I'm a dookie.
Does somebody smell dookie? That does happen. But yeah.
Oh man.
He's brought us.
No, okay.
ice.
Well, we'll
All
tell
right.
we'll tell
What
you
is
now.
this?
We'll wait for Jose to bring. But Jose has now started placing in front of us ice cream. What looks like a whitish ice cream. I'm going to give it a smell.
Should we? Are we
Does it
waiting to
pass the
eat
smell
this?
Smells like cum.
All right.
Did you make ice cream of your ejaculate?
It's people.
Yeah.
We don't eat it yet, guys.
That's
Be
why
honest.
we
I
have
think they
to
call
wait?
it Briar.
Well, while we're
Well, now we can't
talking
talk about anything else.
hardcore bloody, this next person, that's how he leaves his crime scene of a sex pit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's first season. I'll get there.
It's fine.
I'll get
It's-
there.
hey, you know
Ladies
what?
and gentlemen, the Mordecai to my Rigby, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Brian Preston.
All I want to do is want to zoom.
There we go.
All right.
That doesn't change.
No.
That
Right.
stays.
I didn't think so.
Shake your rock.
Yeah, I mean that's been my intro for like the whole fucking show. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that we can't change.
That's not character
We can't
specific.
change Rump
Yeah.
Shaker. That was so back.
Did
Even
you get,
Lemmy
did you get
was
some,
that
Dorian?
way.
Did you get? Okay, and
Everybody-
you're not having any?
I got some.
He's got
Oh,
some
he's
back
got
there.
You know what?
All right.
Ben's got some.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe it. We don't give Ben snacks.
Okay.
No, Ben,
If you
no.
feed him after
Talk to
midnight,
him.
no. It's so good.
But midnight where though, right? They never. It's a bit of it. Like what about time zone?
Midnight somewhere.
Okay.
All right. So, Jose, what is this?
Yeah,
This
that's also this is
so.
my-
Last time I was here, I brought you guys the forbidden fruit of Eastern Maryland called the pawpaw.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people were like, "Man, this tastes like semen and like
Yeah.
dick splooge." But you know what? It was a little
I
sweet.
liked it.
Why did you add the Dan?
Oh God, I liked it.
It was banana.
I've been
like,
living a
banana
lie.
pineapple. So I'm trying to be, leveling up that skill, and I got an ice cream maker.
Oh no
And
shit.
this actual season, like harvest season, like September, I grabbed a bunch, processed it, made some pawpaw ice cream.
Oh no shit.
guys- you guys wanna try
Jizzberry
it?
ice cream.
Jizzberry.
Yeah.
Here at Jizzberry Farms.
Uh-huh. So this is homemade. Made it last weekend.
Oh, that's quite. The jizzberries go down much easier when they're
Yeah.
frozen in ice cream.
Tastes like Satan.
Now I know how Mr. Freeze's wife feels.
Like super dead.
Guys, it tastes
Yeah,
better when you
that's
do
it,
it like
covered
this.
in jizz.
Smack
man.
yourself in the face with your spoon first.
Man, it's crazy when they do that.
So this is
This is
Pawpaw's leveled up.
fantastic. Look at you. You've made
Thank
so
you.
it's a homemade ice cream machine.
Homemade ice cream machine. Yeah, got it on Amazon. Shout out.
How much was one?
Amazon needs the advertising.
$40 or something. Yeah, exactly. Jeff Bezos,
is
if
there
you're
alcohol
listening
in
to me. No.
This produces quite a quantity. Your volume is impressive.
That's
all I'm trying.
Thank you.
What is this? A couple of pints? You
Couple
brought?
of pints there. It took me a month to gather all that. I froze it so it wouldn't go bad.
Right.
Good idea.
And then just into the blender.
Into the
ice cream
blender,
sheet.
you put a little bit of heavy whipping cream because it's not heavy enough. Thicken it up.
Now, did you have the ice cream machine? Did you have to crank it yourself, or is it?
Nah, man,
like
you get
electric?
so tired. I mean, you know, my right arm
He's
can
already
only take
done
so
the
much
crank.
cranking. Yeah.
We're all going to show up next week pregnant with Jose's baby.
I didn't know I could get pregnant by sucking on a dick.
Oh man, I didn't know kids could get more ethnically ambiguous.
It's like Baby Rock.
Yeah, I don't know what the
You're checking all the boxes. You're like,
He's brown. I don't know. He's fucking brown. I'm trying to use all of them.
I'm trying to describe the flavor.
It's got some chunks in it.
It's
I'm
not
happy
quite as
about
cummy.
the chunks.
I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
no, it
These-
is good.
You should see a
All right,
physician.
cool.
Yeah.
If I convince Brian,
Yeah.
I feel proud of myself.
It is good. Like, I do fuck with it. It's definitely, it's a little bit less oppressive when you're eating the fruit itself. It's something about that, just that creamy texture of it mixed in as well. Like, no, I give it a thumbs up, everybody.
All right, cool.
Well, I think
You know
the
what?
ice cream, like the ice cream modality, really cuts down on the odor of it, which
Yeah,
was, I
yeah.
think,
Yeah.
what was most.
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of-
Oh, yeah.
And you know what?
It definitely, yes, it definitely doesn't feel like I'm smelling a cummy sock while I'm eating.
Yeah.
But hey, but your breath smells like a cummy sock.
Now I know how all those white girls
That
feel.
next doesn't make gum. Make cum gum. And it's Paw Paw
You know
fruit
what?
flavored
That's
gum.
there's going to be a market for
Dude.
everything. Man.
Yeah. Like if you get pulled over by a cop and you just quick pop a cum gum Mento in.
Hey, man, what have you been doing all day?
Yeah.
It's not called a Mento, it's called a Manto.
Nothing better in life.
And the cop's like, license and registration. Like, here you go. And the cop's like, whoo.
Nothing gets to you. Your mouth's covered in goo. With mantles that you're full of lies.
The commercial, like, the guy holds it up, but instead of flipping it in, he squeezes it and it just juices all over.
It's like, oh no, he's giving the thumbs up, but you can also tell he's just been crying.
So I can't say it's gluten free or sugar free or anything.
My celiac.
So you got to get a little bit of the insulin later if you're eating some of this.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty good.
Sorry, Tommy.
I've never had the original berries, but now I want them.
Oh
It's more like a fruit. It's like the size of a mango.
Yeah,
I want to try it now.
it tastes way
good, I love it.
jizzier.
Much jizzier. Yeah.
I like most jizz-based foods, though.
And-
They're pretty good.
Mayonnaise,
Yeah.
yogurt,
I love a mayonnaise
tapioca.
yogurt.
tzatziki.
I do, man.
And so, the really ripe ones are real mushy and everything. You could just like pop them,
Yeah.
yeah, you'd be really
Combines
into that.
my love of like videos that I like to watch too. Oh fuck yeah!
Like Dr. Pimple Popper.
Hell yeah!
Gross.
Nothing
Yeah.
makes me want to eat tapioca and sit around and watch pimple
Yeah.
popping videos.
So I had this whole thing as a secret, and then like I got really worried. I had to text Tommy. I was like, man, I wanted to ask if Wits End would be upset if I brought if I'm cutting in on their Papa ice cream business.
Yeah, big time.
And I was, but he said it was okay, so I wound up doing it. So very happy.
Maybe in the
Andrew,
break-
you looking for that new taste? Well, get a load of this.
Uh-oh. The new Paw Paw burger. You're like, did someone jizz all over my burger? That'll be the new Yelp review. They're like, wings were great. My burger was covered in jizz. 4 stars.
Oops, nothing but pawpaws.
That was the intended flavor.
I look forward to that email when Andrew's going to be like, you have to go write a travel advisor review about how you love jizz on your burgers. TripAdvisor, sorry.
What do you mean no one likes jizz on the burger?
So you love
Speaking
the-
of jizz on their burgers.
Yeah, and speaking of jizzy burgers, this next man has nothing to do with it because he's a saint among all the peoples of Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, WYPR Rock God, Mr. Aaron Hicker.
Oh, I'm so glad I still get my little guitar lick.
Hey, you just gotta ask.
I've never met a burger that I didn't like. I might, I could be convinced.
Yeah,
If I was
that's
hungry-
true. I don't think I've ever had a burger. I'm like, why?
You
I'm
put
not
enough
finishing
ketchup
this.
on there. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I got to say, listeners, we're not videoing this season, which is really a shame because Brian Preston and I here on this side of the table, we look like a GQ shoot tonight. We both have our work clothes on tonight. Mm-hmm. We've really leveled up our attire.
Sure they are, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Sure they are. Quit lying. You're both wearing zip-up onesie pajamas.
Yeah. You'll never know.
You both look like you're about to not solve a crime in Baltimore.
Very true.
But it looks like Brian may be one of the suspects.
I was going to guess Brian was the bad cop.
No.
I definitely am.
Brian calls this cosplay defendant.
Yeah. Well, when I dress up and go to work, they look at me and if you normally look like a complete slob, all you have to do is just like wear a shirt that has got some buttons on it, and everyone's like, "Whoa, looking sharp today." Mm-hmm. It's that you set low enough.
Do they ask you, what do you got, a job interview?
Yeah. Oh, court date today?
Oh, yeah.
They're hilarious, those quipsters.
Tell you, hey, you wearing fresh underwear today?
There's a guy at my day job. I usually wear like a Hawaiian shirt on Fridays, and one of them is covered in bananas. And when this guy started working here, he saw me. He's like, such a great shirt. And he nobody else calls me this. He walks by every day. He's like, bananas, like this. And I'm like, it's just,
you're never going to live it down.
I fucking hate it every day. But I won't tell him that because I believe that he'll just eventually stop. It's not stopping.
No. He made you into
nobody else does it, though. Nobody else.
He made you into a straight-up dad joke.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I would sing Holla Back Girl at you if I were
Today at my very corporate job, we had a meeting with a guy who's coming in to streamline the process of doing the way we're doing these drawings. Right?
That means he's going to fire half of you.
Yeah, basically. So, but we went around and he was like, all right, before we get started, how about everyone tell me their name? And so we go around and like, hey, whatever, I'm Tommy, blah, blah, blah. And we get down to someone who, this kid, Shane Larkin. Right? Now,
F that guy, Shane.
Shane's mother also works at the company, right? So when they went around, the guy was like, oh, Shane, I believe I know your mother. And I was like, whoa. And everyone was like, and he was like, no, not like that.
Way to go, work cuck.
I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
And speaking of fucking your moms, if your moms were your ears, this guy's in them to his balls.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best damn audiomancer in the biz, Mr. Ben Hancock.
That might be the best intro you've ever got.
Yeah, that felt really good.
What do you got in your hands there, Ben?
So, as you guys know, I recently came back from Europe.
Yeah.
And while I was in Europe, I got stuff for everybody.
What?
Oh, wow.
Airport
Yes. Well, it better be better than fucking ice cream.
Yeah, it better be better than this mayonnaise ice cream.
I don't
that
think
Jose
so.
bought.
I don't think so. He's
What if Jose made ice
producer
cream
number 2.
of mayonnaise?
Yeah, Jose, you really,
I think I can do that.
I think most
Mofongo ice cream.
I think
right?
most
Is
of
that
the
a
table
thing?
would love it.
you really fucked me on this
Spicy
one, Jose.
pop-up, man.
Yeah, give us your garbage,
Pass that down
Ben.
to Tommy. Tommy,
Each
you were
one is
making...
individually wrapped.
No, just that one.
Should we open them all at once? Or?
No, you can open that right now.
Individually.
so-
So
Oh,
they're all
Cool. It's a
excited.
napkin
Tommy,
Ben came
that's
in.
good.
Oh, it's
You
a
were,
Chick-fil-A napkin.
You were
Nice.
making a
From
vest with
Yeah?
a bunch of pins on it, so I grabbed you a pin.
Oh man, it's an Innsbruck pen. It looks awesome. It's like a
Oh, hell yeah.
deer's head.
It's like
Oh,
Baphomet.
yeah,
I like
man,
it.
that's fucking cool,
Dorian,
Ben.
this is
Thanks,
for
bud.
you.
me see that thing.
It's a bell because sometimes it feels like
Dude,
you
this
might
thing's
need it.
sick.
He's got
Point of
individualized
order.
different gifts for each
Oh,
member of the
shit.
team.
You've given Dorian a bill.
Eric, pass that over to
Oh,
Eric.
yeah.
Jumbo
once-
Toblerone.
There you go, fatty.
You gave us chocolate. You gave us chocolate one time at your house.
Just sitting on it.
God.
He just
Eric
hotboxed it.
immediately inserted it himself.
I just lowered myself onto it.
Toblerone
It's
suppository.
Freaknik all over again.
I feel like I just got a whole Triforce of chocolate in me.
Aaron, I got you this. I can only imagine it is just a CD full of the sounds of ibexes. Because you work for NPR, so
Wait, is this
It's
an
in,
ibex?
What is this?
it might be an ibex.
Can
I'm
I
not
see
sure.
the front of that?
Where's
It looks
that?
like it.
I believe ibex is what this is.
That's what it's. It's
Is
an
that a
animal.
kinda-
yeah.
I think so.
It's like a
Steinbach, Coney,
like a
der
deer
Alpengott.
with the big
It's
one,
their
big
version
one.
of Beck.
Yeah.
They actually
Ibex.
have a real deer that sings all of Beck's songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ibex.
thank you
Is
for
it
this.
better or worse?
And then
Not the
Brian,
same.
I got
I mean,
Brian
you heard Beck.
these.
We know.
Oh,
Pack of
oh
hot
man.
dogs.
Yeah. They do a lot of
You got that through
charcuterie.
customs?
Oh, thank you so much. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
smoked
Well,
meats.
it made
Thank
me
you.
think of your penis because it's uncut.
It's fine.
Now
It's
I'm
brown.
gonna
It's
tell you.
brown,
I'm gonna
too.
tell you this now, Brian. My
Yeah.
cat scratched that. You're welcome to eat that if you want, but I got you a backup gift
Oh, cool. I
because
got
you
two
have
gifts.
also admitted to me that you're very good at driving drunk. So that's a shot glass, buddy.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
No, these
that's
are both
sick.
going to get used. Thank you so much, Ben. That's so sweet.
Thank you, Ben.
And
Thanks, Ben.
Jose,
I
you got
wrap this
nothing.
in a paper
You got
towel.
nothing.
Oh, well, you know what?
I,
You got some Pawpaw ice cream.
Oh, man.
I knew you were gonna do that, so I
who
figured
owes
you
who?
could take my second round.
Oh, that's cool.
Now Jose's gonna be
I
like,
got more.
guys, time I admit, I came and all that. And speaking and coming of all of this, this man brings life to this drab board in front of him. Ladies and gentlemen, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray, and I am your GM this evening. And there's no recap because this is a brand new season, and I get to put you all in the world.
And he can't kill us the first episode. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, you've got leukemia.
You can borrow this if you want.
All right, so I gave everyone a binder.
Yeah.
On the first page, or I believe it's the second page, there should be a map. It's
I think it's third page.
maybe the third page.
Dorian, you've really leveled up your GMing.
Yeah, thanks for giving us homework. Dungeon Master, you forgot to give us homework.
Shut up!
Tell us about this world, Game Master.
All right, so the map that you're looking at is called the Inner Sea region. On the world of Golarion, this is where most of the adventuring takes place. And today, we will be our tale will begin in the nation of Andoran. If you can see Andoran on the map there.
Whoa, Black Betty.
I have no idea where Andoran is. Is it near the Eye of the Dread?
I think Darth Vader just blew it up.
Oh, it's right above Absalom, or the Isle of Kortos.
Yes.
Oh,
know,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
Just east
yeah,
of
sure.
Old Chillax,
Andoran.
Old
east of-
Chillax.
Oh, I do
Oh.
see Chillax.
south of the Five King Mountains.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
it's clear.
Can't miss
Yeah,
it. Make it right
I
at the
got it.
Denny's.
All right. So, Andoran is a new nation. Stop it.
Sorry.
Andoran is a new nation. They're only about 50 years old. They've just succeeded from neighboring Cheliax about 50 years ago. Not only that, they are trying this new thing that no other nation in the Inner Sea region is trying, something called democracy. They are they are the first democratically elected nation in the Inner Sea region and perhaps all of Golarion. So they're having trouble with those two things. More than most in Andoran is the town of Belforge.
Do they have slavery in Andoran?
No.
Okay.
Then I'm leaving.
Some democracy, huh?
In
All
fact,
right.
I mean, it's a young democracy. It's a fair question.
Yeah.
well,
That-
that's
yeah,
the
legit.
thing. Andoran, even if you read the source material, takes the opposite stance. One of the things it says in the source material is that they spend a lot of time and money and military power quashing slavery throughout the Inner Sea region.
Oh, okay.
Man.
They are the Harriet Tubman
Yes.
of this whole area.
Yeah. Weirdest MCU movie.
So, one
What
city
was the
that's
town
having,
called again? I'm sorry.
Andoran.
Yeah,
And
I am
Belforge.
trying so hard to get to
I'm
it.
sorry.
We'll stop talking. Go ahead.
All right. Now, the town of Belforge is where this will take place. They're having more trouble than most.
Ballforge? What was it?
Belforge.
Bell.
All the balls.
Just let him tell the fucking story and take notes.
It's not me.
All right.
Which I just want to say one thing: this paper quality is amazing.
It really is.
I know, it's 25 pounds.
Fucking
But the town of Belforge, about a generation ago, almost was destroyed because the blackwort fever ripped through the town of Belforge. And it was only off the the strong economy of their bell making, that the town bounced back, and they were about 85 to 90% of their splendor when the Blackwort fever struck again.
Where were the
They have
warts?
vaccines for that now.
Is that a sexually transmitted disease?
No.
Okay. Just clarify
So-
that.
This time, the town freaked out. And they were looking for a scapegoat, and they blamed anyone who wasn't a native Belforgian.
Oh boy!
And
Yeah.
it divided the entire city. Some people had a more humane attitude toward the quote-unquote foreigners or people who were different. Other people were so scared with their hysteria that they wanted to literally burn them. Lord Daxon, who is the governor of Belforge, he's away, and sort of his right-hand man all of this is dumped in his lap. And he came to a compromise. All of the people who were passing through Belforge...
What's the guy's name? The governor's name again?
Lord Daxon.
Lord Daxon. Daxon.
Action Daxon.
You say he came to a compromise?
Well, he's not there. His right-hand man, Bellet, is the one who is the interim governor while he's away on business in Cheliax. He came to a compromise where he, under the strength of the military, forced all of the foreigners and people passing through into Lord Daxon's old estate. Lord Daxon has since moved to a new estate, and he has quarantined all of them, by the way, all of you, into this old abandoned manor, and that is where our story starts.
Okay.
You are not the only ones. You are surrounded by other people who have sort of taken refuge in various rooms. The immediate area around you is this huge grand lobby, which is like the receiving room of the manor. There are a couple poor, huddled people surrounding you.
Masses, you could call them.
Yes,
Yearning
but a little bit.
Masses.
As they
All they have to eat is this cum ice cream.
Such nourishment.
For the price of a cup of cum ice cream a day.
Please, sir.
It does sound like there's a
one
nice
more
warm
sup of
fire
cum
crackling
cream,
in here,
please.
though.
there is a
keep
fire
thinking of my
in the
face.
middle of the room, but it's made of abandoned furniture.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
You see various disheveled faces, people who have just been mistreated by the neighboring military, and made to stay there for threat of leaving. The idea is that if any of you do have the disease, that it will burn through while you're quarantined. The ironic and unfair thing is it's entirely possible that someone may have picked it up while in Belforge.
Yeah, and just giving it to everybody in this camp.
Correct.
And basically, we're children in cages at this point.
Yeah. So that is where
The
you
parallels
are
are uncanny.
now. A couple of
It's basically
people.
like the beginning of the movie Scarface so far.
Yes.
No, it is. That's.
A couple of people are surrounding you. This room looks mostly empty, except for people making their lying down their bedrolls or whatever. A few of the people of Belforge periodically leave food for you all because they're like, we're not going to let these people starve. Some people are like, burn them, and then some of the other people in Belforge are like, no, we're not going to let these people starve. This isn't even their fault. And so
There's some non-profits in Belforge that are looking after us.
and so where you are, it smells musty. Nightfall has come. It's pitch black outside, and now it has started to rain. You're thankful to just have shelter, but it's pouring rain outside.
There's the rain. I hear it.
Here comes the rain again.
And
Falling on my head like a memory.
and that is where you are. The strange thing even stranger than all this is that one of the people in your presence melts and starts to bubble and effervesce before surging upward and taking definition, and strange things have happened, but this man right in front
Try
of
to
you
watch
has
this for
changed
3 seconds
more.
without coming.
Oh, Jose brought his own figurine. What is this?
So before you see, it's a dad bod He-Man, and I have formed a mug of ale, and I'm very overweight. Everybody is pretty much, starving, and here I am, 450 pounds, holding a beer.
Dad bod He-Man.
Dad
That's
bod
incredible.
He-Man. I have this little figurine that says front.
Is there a back?
And then ass. Front and ass.
He just looks the same.
Exactly.
He's just a pear-shaped
the other
man.
side is the ass, though.
So he's also many faces and He-Man.
Yeah. So he's just like, hey guys, what's up?
All right.
What are you guys doing here?
There's a small, 3-foot monkey-like figure that was just looking out the window, strumming on a very odd-looking mandolin. Like to us, it just looks like a straight-up electric guitar, and he's just strumming on it, and he sees all that going on. He lowers, he has a pair of sunglasses on, looks over oh bird, and he's like, hey, what the fuck is that?
Hey,
Excuse me,
you looking
mate.
at these titties or something?
Are you aware that you were previously a puddle? You know, she was like a puddle on the floor there.
I've always existed, man. I mean, I got this beer here and ready to have a good time.
I need to take a look at this, mate.
Hey, man, I don't know if you know about this, but I was once the most powerful human in the universe.
Well, now your front looks like your back, and that's
called
crazy.
my ass.
That's quite amazing you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so thank you, Tommy. What does everyone else look like?
So all of a sudden, in the corner, you hear a bit of a commotion, and he goes, and you hear this voice, like these two guys. They hear this voice, and he goes, "Excuse me, I'm actually not. I'm a living person. Could you stop picking at my headpieces, please? I'd appreciate it." And you see this tentacle of vines and pumpkin with a pumpkin head and 2 gigantic pumpkin tits just emerge from this.
Ginormous.
And he goes, "Excuse me, I'm actually not food. I'm actually a living construct. I'm a little leshy person. So if you could please refrain yourself from feeding your bodies off of me. If you would like,
it looks so
if you could use
good.
consent with me, I would really appreciate that, and I might break you off a little bit of my pumpkin spice. But it's not that something you just pick off of.
You can break me
like
off
this.
a piece of them titties there. That's nice.
And I saunter on over to this new guy, saying, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Fat He-Man?
Hey,
you look,
man, you could
you
call
look
me
great."
Adam.
Oh, hey, Adam. Adam, where are you from, bud?
I'm from Equestria.
Oh, Equestria. I hadn't heard of that. Is that on the map? You know,
I had to move.
they're not super friendly to foreigners around these places.
As I push up my glasses, He-Man was from Eternia.
I know,
His
Adam.
cousin is from Equestria.
You know what?
She-Ra.
Okay, she got real popular. She got a Netflix episode. What do I got? Nothing. Okay.
All right,
receding hairline.
I guess as how large is the tree person?
I'm supposed to be small for the
Small.
most part, but I'm kind of tall, but I'm very small.
How tall is tall?
I wanted to be like 6-footish. Kind
Okay,
of. Not
so
imposing.
6-footish. Someone you see a rope just go over one of those arms, and someone tries to do one of those fucking Earl Flynn rope in things, but he's obviously running on the ground because of the height difference. And in comes Flarn, gentleman rogue. Hey boys, how's it going? Yeah, is that his voice? That is his voice. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to know. So, my name is Flarn. I'm a master criminal, and yes, I was in jail for child pornography.
I haven't
Gotta
really.
get that right
It's
out there.
thieving. I do that as an icebreaker.
You know-
How are you, gents?
Lauren, I haven't known you for very long, but I'll tell you one thing. I'd buy a car from you immediately.
That's great. Also,
and I don't even know what a car is. I'm a plant person.
we're gonna invent it
I
together.
know very little.
All right, and by the way, guys, let's just break the tension. Yes, it is me. I am Kit Ramsey from the Bambobo Cog. I know.
Oh, Kit
I know
Ramsey?
he was all
Get the
thinking
fuck
it.
out of here!
Yeah,
Look at this.
I know.
I pull out the mag. I have one magazine that I own. I've learned all the things of the world world from this, and you're like the center cover. Kid Ramsey, is this really you? Get the fuck
you know what?
out
You
of
want
here!
my son there for
this
you,
is
Chief?
nuts.
There
Hey,
you go.
what's that? Hey, my name's Todd Chrysanthemum.
Hello, great pumpkin.
I'm
How
a
old
les-
are you? Nice to meet you.
I pretend to be
Todd
when I want to
Chrysanthemum.
run out on checks at restaurants.
Oh, great.
They say we all look alike.
I didn't know Todd. You had big pumpkin boobs though.
Well,
for a name
you-
like Todd.
Listen, my name is Todd Chrysanthemum. I just think the boobs are a nice touch
Oh,
for
okay.
more than
I
anything.
like
You
the
grew
touch.
them yourself.
All right.
I'm very
I
unfamiliar with
joined
how
the
the world
party
works.
as well. And
now
I
I'm
say
here
to
too.
the group,
What's Flarn look like though? He's all the way over there.
oh yeah, Flarn is there as well. He's and I
Chuckle
say to the
across
group,
the table.
Is Flarn missing a?
My name is Gaijin Guailo, human monk
Are your lips moving while all this is going?
from the Dragon Empire's region, on planet Golarian's far eastern continent of Tianxia. Trained in a mountain monastery in the frozen reach known as the Crown of the World. And I've honed my body into a flawless instrument.
I don't think he's saying that, boys.
I can't tell. Is he lip syncing all
I
of
practice
this?
meditation
This is
to gain
nuts.
wisdom, peace, and enlightenment
No one asked
from the outer sphere of the great beyond. My chi abilities allow me to use focus to perform mystic feats like healing myself or soaring through the air. I speak the Tian language in common. I believe in eating healthy and a regimen of arduous physical training.
Boring.
I face adversity with measured calm.
Is he still there?
People think I'm a little uptight, but they come to appreciate me for my philosophical advice.
How come I can only see his eyes during this?
I think karate gives you Asperger's.
Hey, mate. I wasn't listening. Could you do all that again? Just run it back from the top.
All right. So there are other people in the room. There is one couple. They are
Gotta make it a thruple.
they are
I raised my mug.
dark skinned with locks, African features. They are from the Mwangi region. By the way they're dressed, they look kind of like they're doing well for themselves. They look kind of touristy, people who can afford to travel.
Your stereotypical African tourist.
There's one gnome in the corner. He's dressed very poorly, like a farmer or a day laborer. He's smoking a pipe in the corner, just sort of watching everyone calmly. The most striking figure is this massive lizard folk who is in an opposite corner under a heavy wool blanket, sort of shivering. And other than that, there is a woman with she looks like she's about 45 or so. She looks sort of like a nanny. She has two little kids with her.
Okay. Go on.
Hell yeah. What sort of shoes is she wearing?
Shoes.
Nice. That's my favorite kind.
We need to take her into town and just pick out the nicest things that we can find for her. If we can get out of this hellhole.
Or we just have sex.
Well, it sounds like we've got the makings of an excellent army.
Oh yeah, I know all about sex. Is that
Between
where
the
you?
gnome and the massive lizard person that's shivering and a nanny and her two kids.
Yeah.
An unlikely force for justice.
Look, everyone here, look, I know we're all struggling to keep warm, right?
Not me, man. It's at the bottom of this mug.
Basically, what I'm saying is we should all huddle together to conserve our body mass, you know? Like, you know, put
right.
things in things, rub around a bit.
I'm down. I'm
You,
down.
ma'am, my plant friend here can watch the kids. We can get to know each other a little better.
Oh yeah, I love children. Bring them right on to me. Here, kids, and I start juggling my cool tits. I pull them off and I start doing cool
He's
juggling
juggling
tricks.
his tits. This isn't scared. Stop crying.
Kids love me. Come here. Shut up, kids. Get on here. Otherwise, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my shit. This is day one.
The thunder's crackling outside. Some of the people, one of the people, the husband, goes to the window and
To the walls.
he
Till the raindrops down my balls.
something sort of gets his attention, and you see someone with a mule pulling a wagon.
You know, this reminds me of a song. On my window, I can't stand the rain. He just starts picking out a tune like, on my window.
Oh my God, he's doing it. I can't believe you're even here with us. I have all your posters that are in this one magazine that I own.
Thanks, mate.
So-
it's always
Yeah.
good to meet fans.
Hey, we still in that warming up for thing? I go in for a hug with
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to try to fuck him. Any port in the storm, baby. You know what I'm saying?
got a lot of stains on
You
this
hear-
shirt.
I'm leaving.
You hear on the window, and what looks like some man covered in water because it's raining. He says something, and the husband, African tourist, sort of just throws his hands up, exasperated.
Say, what is this shit?
What is this rain? Siri.
Do you know the way, my brother? I will show you the way.
I will say to the dark-skinned fellow at the window,
Whoa.
Do you know this man?
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
He sort of jumps. He says,
Who knocks?
every time they come and bring supplies, as soon as they leave, thieves come. And that is what is happening now. I would go out, but I am no warrior. If we do not get these supplies, we will surely starve. But every time they bring them, thieves take them.
That's one thing I hate. It's fucking thieves, boys.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I mean, I know we've only known each other for maybe about 5 or 6 minutes, but I feel like we have an unbreakable bond that has immediately been forged. So,
We can protect this place.
I mean, look, I got myself I got my cool pumpkin supplies. I got a cool spear that I can spear people with. You guys want to go out and go maybe stop these thieves?
Kleptomania is a disease, and I haven't.
Let's do something
Hey.
about this, guys.
All right.
Hey,
you know.
maybe don't fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you can have sex with some of those thieves.
Well, all right. I mean, if I get... Are any of these thieves hot? Let me see. Roll perception check. See. No. That's a cup or lower.
Negative A cup.
So, directly in front of the massive door to the old Daxon Manor is sort of like a large roadway with overgrown grass on either side.
I would describe this roadway as thick.
The wagon.
It's well thick.
so a wagon full of supplies has been deposited by the manor for all the refugees.
By the more sympathetic Belforgians.
How about we pop a squat on those like crates? Just hang out.
We must defend the wagon.
Well, can we bring the wagon into the building?
I mean, what kind of door do you think this
Will the
is,
wagon
man?
fit through the door?
Sure.
Oh, okay. It's a big
Very
door.
large door. You know what? It unlocks here on the side. It's double.
It's a double.
You all on unlocking the second part of the door.
So the wagon is about... The wagon is about, I want to say, 75 feet away from the door.
it's going to take me a good
The thing is, they're
24
sympathetic.
seconds to get there.
They're sympathetic, but they don't know if you have the plague.
Yeah.
So they bring it part of the way.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I got a lot of
Black
stains
wart
on my
fever.
shirt.
Black wart fever.
I mean-
Hey, look at me. I ain't got no spots on my jack-o'-lantern face. I'm fine.
To be fair, I
Healthy.
did get tested,
You're
but it
covered
was
in
a month
aphids.
ago. I'm not really sure
That's
if
a natural
or what
trait.
I am carrying.
They're like razor bumps for us.
Please, this is just a cold sore. It's not black fever.
Plant man, sexy guy, others, come with me to the wagon. We must defend this.
All right, now.
wow.
man.
All
You
right,
hear-
not stereotypical man. Let's do it.
So you just talk like that forever. That's just how you sound.
He melts into goo, but I fear you're cursed, mate.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't think you're going to get SNL, buddy.
something.
I'm speaking the way Forget it. I'm not gonna get.
Hey, Aaron, you have
married to
skirted
it
the
now.
line. You have found.
No.
I think so.
What Jim should have found.
Look, I put a lot of thought into this character.
No.
I am
I
not
like it.
in any way appropriating anyone
No.
else. I am
No.
right.
merely appropriating
So-
an era of Hollywood,
No.
There you go.
True.
Okay.
So
voiced
you
by
see
Western actors.
a shadow creep up on you as the large lizard person stands up, covered in a blanket, and sort of unsteadily braces against the wall for support.
Sobek Fun Murders
Yeah, I was about
grandfather.
to be like, oh wait, I speak lizard person. Oh wow.
And she says,
Oh.
Just notice you're she.
I will go out as well. And
All right.
she has under her arm a bundle of these wicked-looking javelins.
Those are wicked javelins you got, man. Would you like me to help you carry that? Looks kind of heavy.
Oh, you probably do track and field.
She's small for a lizard person. She's only like about 6'10",
Oh, so small.
All right.
but she's like muscular.
Yeah. You know, it's the way I like them.
Does she?
Somebody
does
doesn't
she need
skip
to be
arm day.
healed? Could I perceive how much damage she's taken?
Give me. Do you have a medicine?
I have a medicine.
Give me a
Alright.
medicine roll.
There we go.
Here we go.
Guys,
First
don't
roll.
you think we should perceive whether she's with us or
Oh,
going to just
solid
fuck us up with these
9.
javelins? I mean,
Okay, so for a 9, you don't know what exactly is wrong with her, but it doesn't seem to be something like combat damage. It doesn't look like she's wounded.
Kind of like diseased.
Oh, she's probably
She's probably got the warts.
She's probably got
Probably got the
fever.
black wart fever.
Yeah.
What a waste.
All right, so
Shame
move
it
your
is,
guys
you know.
that way some.
Oh, they've been
Listeners, we're
scooched
moving our
along.
figurines northward on the battle board. Dorian is counting squares. Things are going to get tactical in a hurry here on this first episode of Season 5 of Pathfinder.
All right, so this block here
got
will
ass facing
represent
forward.
the wagon. And already, as soon as the people leave, scallywags are at the wagon.
These fucking scallywags.
Scallywags.
oh my God, it's fucking scallywags! I've seen them
We're
clear as
just
day.
dropping S words left and right.
Dorian is placing 1, 2, 3 scallywags.
That was
And the scallywags keep coming. There's number 4.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait, that scallywag has a drone.
5 scallywags. Oh, no, here. That's
Killer
Lizard
Crow.
Man.
That's Killer Crow.
Oh, she's topless. You didn't tell me she was topless.
Well, they don't lactate though.
Sexy
Sweet.
lizard man woman.
Yeah, I mean, it's
All right, so they look up, look over, and see you. And is like, hey, you guys got any gold on you?
Of course, what do you think I am, a poor person? Of course, I'm filthy with gold.
also we've got the you know what, frankly, we've got the gold of mutual respect.
Yup.
They
It's-
brandish their weapons and they're like, let's cut to the chase. Give us everything you fucking got, or you're gonna die.
Get away from that wagon. That food belongs to innocent people.
You hear how he talks? You really want to mess with us?
Oh, also, here's the key part. Let's cut to the face, you fucking scallywag.
Yeah. The last thing we're going to do is be disrespected in our own home.
Oh, can I also do
I'll
an
put you
intimidate?
out.
Oh, can I do an intimidate
We'll
check
put
on
your
that?
damn ass out.
Yes.
We intimidated at 13.
Is there? Yeah.
Nope.
Can I intimidate?
I
wanna-
just stand
I
there
wanna
sipping on
intimidate
my
their
beer
bitch ass.
Nope, too late.
Damn it.
and my
Everybody roll initiative.
Let's go.
wife beer. Have they noticed that I'm wearing a white, actually a brown colored speedo?
That is intimidating.
With an undershirt stained with lager.
All right, so in this Pathfinder, your perception is also your initiative.
Okay,
Alright,
so
cool.
I add that to my roll. Okay.
Listeners, the players are rolling their d20s and adding their perception.
I got 24 on initiative. I rolled a 17 and I got a 7. So
I got a 14.
Deuce.
13
I
for
got
Gaijin Guailo.
17 for Adam.
Now, what does Guaijin Guailo mean?
Gaijin
Yeah.
is Japanese for white person,
Outsider.
and Guailo is Chinese for ghost man or white outsider.
White person.
Oh, so what did you get?
22.
Wow.
What am I missing?
So you were the last samurai.
What did Gaijin get?
I got a 13.
13. One moment.
Say there, we've got some cool merchandise and
We
stuff,
do.
right?
You can,
where do you go on that? You go online
You
for
can go
that.
to laughfinderpod.com where you can find links to our Teespring account and to our Patreon. Now, our Patreon, man, we got some good stuff up there. I mean, if you're not a Patreon member now is the time to do it because we have behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that we talk about before we say welcome to Laugh Finder, and you can find all that there. There's also car casts. We're actually going to be putting up our comedy sets. Brian, Eric, and I, we just did a show called Under the Influence in D.C. that was recorded.
Man,
and
yeah.
it's all stories about drug use.
Yeah.
And that was a great show.
It was a really good show,
All
except
right.
for one of those 2 10-year-old children.
Yeah.
All right, so first up to bat, it's let's see, Eric. What is your character's name?
that'd be Todd. I'm the
Todd.
blue card, dark
so-
blue.
Todd, and then you are Flarn. All right. And then let's see.
That's the wrong green card. There you go. The one in your hand's correct. There you go.
Who's Lone?
That's Adam.
It's Lone Arkar.
Oh, okay.
That's
Really?
Prince Adam here.
Wait, where's Gaijin?
You dropped the card somewhere.
Everywhere.
Listeners, Game Master Dorian is putting his new cards on the customized
right.
trifold magnetic tracker.
All right, and so now it is Todd's turn.
So they're more than I don't think I can get in range and do a spell within 30 feet, but I can shoot him with a crossbow and move.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to start out with. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to target that gentleman right here.
Okay.
This closest guy with a crossbow. And we're going to see if I can hit him with this. Here we go. Ooh, I rolled another 17 plus 4, 21.
Shit,
hold on. That's a hit.
All right. And that's going to do 1d8, which isn't impressive, but we'll give it a go. Let's do a little damage here. So I pull back the crossbow, and I like, and you hear it click, and I go, here, have one of my spears that I made in the deep, darkest forest, and I aimed right for your heart. Ah! And it deals 6 points of damage.
Ah, yes. First blood of Season 5. Congratulations, Todd.
So you close. Oh, you still have one action.
Can I just try to shoot him again, I guess? Or
Yes, but you take a -5 penalty this time.
do I take a -5 penalty if I cast a I'm
Well, a
not
spell
with that
costs 2
spell.
actions.
I can't do it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll try to hit him again.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You have to reloading is also an action, so you can spend this last action reloading.
Then I'll spend it to reload my crossbow just in case.
All right.
There we go.
Next up to bat is Flarn.
Cool.
Yes.
So, I'm trying to think. I do have an agile weapon. Fuck. Well, I'm not going to get that close, though. Let me just move a ways, about to where, fucking Todd is vertically.
All right. Keep in mind that you have 3 actions and you can use more than one to move.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get, like, a little bit, maybe, like, 10 feet closer than Todd.
So 2 squares.
Maybe, like, 2 squares, then I ain't going to do shit else.
All right.
I like your style. Thank you, Goblin Bodyguard.
I'm tiny.
All right. It's Evil's turn.
Oh, wait. I'm tiny.
It is Evil's turn. And this guy is going to close the distance. He spent 2 of his 3 actions to move closer to you, and he brandishes a wicked short sword, which he is going to attempt to murder you with.
And he is facing there, right?
What a piece of shit.
Scallywag 1 has moved into tactical range of Flarn.
What is Flarn's AC?
My natural AC is 18.
All right.
What is Flarn sort of like as a creature? What kind of...
Oh, he's a goblin.
He's a goblin. Okay.
Wondering, yeah. Well, we'll get
What
into...
sort of subs goblin?
Oh, he's the one that can, like, fall out of windows and shit. He's the stonehead goblin.
But unfortunately, he misses.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's hard to hit those little goblins.
Yeah. We make up in spirit, but we lack in stature.
He runs up to you, swings at you with his short sword. Flarn ever so deftly dodges his short sword, and the man calls behind him, "Fuck, they're fast! Sparky, you know a little magic? Get him!"
Ooh.
And one of them
Sparky the
says,
magician.
Yeah.
"Watch and learn, boys." And he begins gesturing as 3 bolts of light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, strike out and hit.
Flarn.
Flarn.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, that's Flarn, the goblin. He sent a bolt of lightning.
Bolts of energy,
Very, very
which
frightening.
are 1d4 plus 1, 3 times.
It's a lot.
6.
It's a lot for
Oh my
us
gosh,
first level.
Flarn, are you going to be okay?
No, he's
Fuck it, I'm leaving the show, guys.
Flarn,
Boom for 9 points of damage.
This isn't great, strangers.
You took the first damage of the season.
That's
Congratulations.
like half
Next
of your hit
is-
points.
It is half my hit points.
Next
Don't worry,
is
I had stabilized dead in
Kit.
case you die.
All right.
That's reassuring, but not what you want to hear.
Oh, yeah. That's the sex
It doesn't bring you all the way back to
guitar
life,
goblin.
but just so you aren't
now,
dead.
which
That's
guy
sweet.
just fired those that magic missile?
This guy.
That guy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to. Yeah, I can move and then pop off. Yeah, I can move and pop off.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so,
you can move 5 squares.
Can someone move me? I don't want to be up too far. Right there. That's fine. He's like ding, 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 playing his guitar, and he hits a switch on it, and you hear like a. And he, Ben, do you have any of those songs pulled
You
up?
didn't send them to me.
I put them in the drive.
Oh,
You can use the
I didn't
guitar
look
lick.
there.
Oh,
Use the
okay.
guitar lick sound.
Next time.
All right, so then I'll just do. It would have been. Sure, let's do that. Now I fire off. I'll fire off. Oh, wait, I
2.
move, so I can only do 2 magic missiles.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that. But while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna use the feat Fascinating Performance.
Okay.
When I perform, I compare my result of my will DC to one of my observers. If I succeed, the target is fascinated for 1 round. If the observer is in a situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, I must critically succeed to fascinate it and perform the actions against the incapacitation trait.
Okay.
You must choose whether the creature you're trying to fascinate before you do your check.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to do Magic Missile. He just hits an E chord. And, which you guys have never heard a sound like that.
I was like, oh yeah.
What is that?
Like, wow, my dick just moved. So, yeah, I'm going to do 2 Magic Missiles and then the Fascinating Performance.
All right. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Could you describe the fascinating performance?
Like he's, I mean, the way he's playing it, like there's just something about it, man. Just something like his head's.
His mouth is making the sound that the notes make.
Yeah, his face looks like his guitar stinks.
We call that bass face.
Have you ever seen a picture where they take guitarists and they replace the guitars with giant slugs? Yeah, it's like that.
That is a fascinating performance.
You guys are actually like, is he okay?
Fascinating.
I have to say,
Get his
Tommy, you
ass.
got an insane amount of dice over there.
I do have. So that's 2.
Didn't know this was
four,
a dice competition.
6 damage.
This is.
It is. All right. Quantity.
And
Let there be no doubt about the winner.
Clearly.
And the guy I'm going at is the one that's right in front of Flarn for the fascinating performance.
Okay. Nailed it. He's good.
Okay.
So he's fascinated?
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Next is Kit.
No, that
No,
was
I'm
me.
sorry.
That was Kid.
Next is Gaijin.
Okay, you lose. let me ask a couple of questions here. Now, if Gaijin goes into Dragon Stance, is he still able to fire a long-ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. And going into Dragon Stance takes how many turns?
It takes 1 action.
And I have a total of 3 actions. So I can enter Dragon Stance and load and fire my long-range crossbow.
That's correct. All right, so that's what you're going to do?
Yes.
All right, give me who you attacking?
I will also attack the player that's right in front of Flarn.
All right, so give me a roll.
All right, roll to hit
Yep.
is 18 plus what? What do I add?
Whatever.
Oh, for here, my heavy crossbow is a plus 5 bonus.
Nice.
23.
Oh, close. Yeah, that's a hit.
So damage is a 1d10.
On the heavy crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. That
Wait,
is
or is it 1d?
heavy crossbow 1d10.
Okay. All right.
You listen to me. Taste the fury of my crossbow.
This is a d10.
That's
Yep.
correct.
Confirmation.
Yeah,
Here we
you
go.
got it.
7 points.
I mean,
My aim is true.
I've done 7 points of damage to you. Your hit points are weak.
Boom! You catch him right in the chest, and he stumbles backwards, clutching his shoulder in pain.
Nice.
That was next is Adam.
All right. So I'm a little. And how far can I move?
You have 3 actions. You can spend as many as you want to move,
Yeah.
and each one is 25 feet, so 5 squares.
Okay, so 25 feet for 1 action. Okay,
Yes.
So I am a tank guy, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you count diagonals as just 5, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have to move another one.
Mhm.
Moving here. So my front is facing his side.
Okay.
My ass is facing the other way. And
As asses do.
that's what asses do. So I swing my mug. It's always full of lager, but I swing it, and at the same time I go, "I have the power!" And it changes into the sort of gray skull.
Oh.
No lager spills at all. It all becomes a sort of gray skull.
All right,
And
so
he attacks him.
You've put a lot of thought into this character, and I respect you for that.
So does 19 hit?
Yes, it definitely hits.
Is it
All right.
10 more than his AC?
No.
Oh, damn it.
So I'm gonna roll a D12 plus 4.
What does that
'cause he
mean?
is,
That means it's a critical hit
oh,
I see.
sorry.
in this system.
Don't worry. it's
Interesting
fine.
game mechanics here in Edition 2.
So he deals.
Now, if you do a power attack.
I couldn't because that's 2 turns.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, I was about to get a lot more powerful. That was 13 damage.
You see is that a... As the mug turns into a sword, and cleaves down his shoulder all the way to the sternum.
Nice.
And he falls.
First kill of the game.
He's still okay.
Fat He-Man.
I still got it.
Next is
Evil.
Oh wait, Stent. Yeah, that's good. Next is
How much
these two.
money would someone have to pay you to get a haircut like He-Man?
Me or Tommy?
wait.
Anyone to just rock the He-Man page.
Does it mean that I would have hair?
He says, "That is my
in.
friend, you asshole."
Will it be blonde?
And
Because
he
I had a
shoots
bowl
at
cut when I was in 8th grade. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that is close.
What's your AC?
18.
Get all that sweet attorney and pussy.
That's a hit.
Oh, he got
Nice.
my ass. My ass is facing him, which looks like my face, but it's labeled ass.
Oh, boo. You take 1 point of damage.
He lanced a boil off your ass cheek.
Oh, the enemy is weak.
Hey, I have a question as far as rules go, but do you do bonuses if things are flanked or from
Yes.
behind?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. If two people are on the exact opposites of a person,
Yeah.
they get a flanking bonus, which means that person suffers an AC penalty and is flat-footed.
Okay.
Which means that, so for example, Florin can sneak attack. Next is this guy's turn.
Scallywag
He
number
has
4
cover.
Guy
steps
still by
into the fray.
wagon.
He is going to shoot at you again. Cycles back around.
Oh,
Who's you? Who's
Shooting
Game
at
Master
Adam.
pointing at?
I'm sitting there clutching my gut because I strained something.
What's your AC?
18.
He misses with the first attack, but he gets another attack, even though it's at a -5 penalty. He's going to try anyway. Oh no! Oh god damn it!
Critical fail.
Critical
himself in the
fail.
dick?
It's really muddy out. Okay. He levels a crossbow bolt. He spends his action to reload, and he fires a second shot, but he slips. And he's going to let's see.
And he pins his own dickhead to the mud.
No, he hits him.
Oh
Hit
yeah!
one of his own.
In the dick?
Like I said, that guy's a dickhead.
His own little fellow Scallywag got hit by the crossbow. Friendly fire. Uh-oh.
What the hell? Boom!
Oh, he killed one of his opponents. Listeners, if you're following along, that means there are 2 Scallywags left facing this party of adventurers. Oh, the Lizard Man is approaching.
Lizard person.
Lizard woman.
Lizard woman.
It's ma'am.
The Lizard Ma'am.
She levels one of her wicked-looking javelins with this peculiar jagged edge
Yeah.
and hurls it at him.
Oh, yeah.
The first one is a hit.
Get him.
Lizard Madam connects.
Boom! For
Ooh, I like
she just grazed him for
that was
5
some
points of
Good
damage.
blood sound there, Ben.
squished into his intestines with that one.
She levels a second one at him. But unfortunately, that one misses its mark. It cycles back, and it is Todd's turn.
All right, Todd.
Audiomancer, your
Todd Chris-
sound effects are on point.
Todd
this season.
Chrysanthemum is going to roll up.
Except for the ones that I put on the drive.
Tommy,
All right.
you should know by now.
So
if
I'm going
anyone's
to
not
target
getting
that
something from
gentleman
me.
right there.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt the Tempest Surge,
Okay.
which you surround a foe with swirling storm and violent winds, rolling clouds, and crackling lightning storm damage that deals 1d12 electricity damage.
Whoa.
And your target must attempt a reflex save. On failure, you're clumsy 2 for 1 round. If it succeeds. So
All right.
we're going to go.
What is your class DC?
My class DC is 17 for spell attack.
Spell. Well, it's different from a spell attack. Is literally a melee attack spell.
Okay.
Now, if your spell does it have the spell attack trait?
It just says
So-
it's It's Druid Electricity Evocation.
Okay.
Uncommon.
Okay, so it's not a spell attack. You should have on your character sheet, there should be a class DC.
Class DC. Yes, 17. I'm sorry.
All right. So that is what he has to make his reflex save versus.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So-
Come on. Come on, critically fail. Roll a 6. Oh, Ben's giving me the nod.
Eric's figurine is about twice the size of everyone else's, and it looks like a total abomination.
He failed it by 1.
Yeah! So now do I have to roll to, like, attack, or this just happens and I roll now?
Well, he failed his reflex save, so now you roll damage.
Okay, tight. Well, let's do this. So I get 1d12. Let's do this.
Yeah, no.
Here comes the rain again.
I can't stand the rain against my window. And I say, I'll bring hellfire and brimstone in this house. You bandits just don't come in here and make the rules. Todd Chrysanthemum does. Boom. And I rolled a 2. Oh, take that. I static shocked him. But he's
Flippity slap.
But look how clumsy he is now.
Next is Flarn.
I basically did the damage. This is the equivalent when you touch the light switch when you get out of like out of the couch in the wintertime.
The distance on that jabroni over Jan, near myself, Prince Adam, and Todd Chrysanthemum.
Here's another guy. It's furthest away.
That one right there, I can close the distance with
There we
just
go.
one move, and then I'm going to go after him with a little bit of the rat slicer.
Oh, hold
nice.
on. I think I should mention that one of the actions that you can take is a feint action.
Oh, yeah. Now, quick question, though. If I do take the feint action, those minus penalties, I would get the backstab perks if I hit him, but, like, would I still take a -4 on the damage roll? If I do the feint action as my first action, would I still take the minuses on the second, or does that only count for attack penalties?
Feint is not an attack.
Okay, so yes, I'm going to feint his ass.
He runs up to him and goes,
All right.
Yeah.
So that is roll a deception versus his perception, I believe.
have you ever had a Toblerone, Eric?
Yes,
we
I've had a
deceiving
Toblerone
with a
before.
9.
Big triangular pieces that you break off. They are
no.
delish.
Okay, cool. Well, but I can still attack his ass and not take any attack penalties to that, right?
That's correct. Hold on. Did you make him clumsy, Eric?
Yes, he's clumsy. He is a 2 clumsy.
All right. That means for 2 rounds.
Well, he's only clumsy for 1 round, but he takes, I guess, -2 or clumsy. It just says, the way it reads, at least the way I printed it off the interwebs, is that the target is also clumsy 2 for 1 round and takes 1 persistent electricity.
Okay. So you get a. Oh, so Jesus. Okay.
a
So
fun spell.
that means he's gonna get shocked again next round.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you get a bonus to. Well, he gets a penalty to his AC because Eric
Okay.
made him clumsy.
Well, I'm still going to roll to hit his ass with that rat slicer.
All right.
We hitting at 18?
You are.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then we're doing 5 damage.
What is a rat slicer exactly?
It is like just a shiv. It's a goblin shiv.
Nice.
All right.
Actually, you know, I can still do. I get 3 attacks, or I get 3 actions. Or no, wait, I did a
Yeah,
move
you
and a
moved.
feint, and this on
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Next is Kit's turn.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do then? I will move. I'm going to move up so that I am closer to everyone. And then he'll be like, you know what, boys? I think you guys need a little inspiration. He'll be like, here's a little favorite of mine. And if Bennett had I got a bunch of heavy metal type stuff. He's playing some of Monomore stuff. That's if I fail it, Ben.
I can feel it.
Oh wait, Ben, I think you might have another one on there.
I wanted to take you to a game.
No, I was thinking.
Well, no, that's my charm spell.
Still not the one I'm thinking, Ben.
All right.
Oh,
anyway.
that's his top hit. I love that song.
Brian?
Anyway, so
That's the one's the cat's pajamas.
Yeah, Adam's nodding his head along. Yeah,
I'm basically doing.
You know, in the Verdurian's forest, that is the bee's knees. It plays
It's
constantly.
a focus cantrip, inspire courage. Everyone within 60 feet of me, all of my allies will gain +1 to status, bonus, attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
Yes.
Attack and damage.
+1. Nice.
And
We ain't never scared.
I'm going to spend one focus
Just remember
point.
it.
One focus point to do add a lingering composition onto it, which means I can make it instead of me just having to. It only plays for a round, but if I spend a point and make a performance check against normal difficulty,
I had to get through his old intro first.
if I crit success, it's +4 rounds. Regular success, it lasts 3 rounds. Even if I fail, it costs 1 round.
Okay, so roll a performance check.
And I'm also going to try to do a fascinating performance.
And I
Okay.
need you.
And I need you.
And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky.
Yeah, this is what I deal with all the time. So,
Almost every time.
Listeners, Tommy appears frustrated.
I'm fine. I'll wait. I have 18 plus 7. So
25.
25. That's my lingering composition.
okay.
That's my performance check. He
Okay.
has to roll against for the
It's the killing me softly with this song.
fascinating performance. Compare my result of the will DC of one observer. Okay, so I'm going to use that for that 25 is against his will DC.
Okay. He rolled high, but not high enough.
Okay, so he's fascinated, and let me do another performance check. 19 plus 7, so 26.
Okay.
And that'll be my song lasts for 4 rounds.
Okay.
So everybody gets +1 to everything for 4 rounds.
Nice.
And that guy is fascinated for a round.
Okay.
Well done.
This guy's clumsy and fascinated. Oh
No,
my
not
gosh,
the clumsy
I can't
guy,
do
the guy on
nothing.
the other side.
Oh man.
That's a big
next
alley-oop
is
to your
Gaijin.
team. Okay. Now, can Gaijin do? How far can he travel? Can he quick jump to one of these guys?
That's not far enough, but you have 3 actions.
Yeah.
Each action moves you 5 squares.
You can move twice and punch somebody.
Oh, each. Okay. Well, I'll move. Can I get to this guy?
Go back to where you were. Let's see. Count out 5 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I have moved. I've spent 2 actions to move to the guy. I am currently in dragon stance,
Right.
which is going to allow me.
So basically, you'll roll to hit, and you'll be rolling, and if you hit him, you'll roll a d10.
I wish you could take a buffalo stance. Don't get fresh with me.
I enter the stance of a dragon and make powerful leg strikes like the lashing of a dragon's tail.
Dragon a stance.
So this
I
will
need you. Dragon a stance.
do the
dragon.
one
Dragon a
d20.
stance. And now I'm dealing
8 plus.
damage.
What do I add to the dragon stance bonus?
Whatever you normally use to hit.
What?
You're unarmed.
Oh,
I forgot
6.
to DVR it, but he's on again
14.
at midnight.
That's a hit,
Okay. Now I'll deal a 1d10 damage.
plus your strength bonus.
Plus strength bonus. 2 plus strength bonus is. That's this?
We've just been handed a note that local comedian Tom Myers is currently on the
5.
ID
5
channel
damage.
playing a police
All right. He's
officer.
like,
Nice.
boom!
Yeah.
Every time I thought it was going to be like Andrew's dead.
The club is on.
You need some good kung
Get
fu
my dog.
kicking and punching sounds.
Damn it, Detective
All right.
Myers! I tell you, a train cannot be the suspect.
All right. Next
yeah.
is Adam.
All right, Adam recovers from his powerful attack, and I feel
He's
like
doing lots of labored breathing in the meantime. He's still
labored
tired.
breathing.
He's still tired.
he's just gathering. He tucks his undershirt into his Speedo.
Spotted with every type of
Looks
food.
at the nearest bad guy.
He's not wearing a Speedo, it's just his pubes.
It looks like a wife beater, but it's actually just mustard stains that have formed into a shirt on his actual skin.
That's right. He's choosing he's going to do a sprint. Remember He-Man when he'd run down the hallways? Yeah. Like, he's doing that, but like an additional 300 pounds. And he
There's
goes
so much movement.
He's tackling this dude, just going at him, like grapple, like just hammer
Are you
him.
grappling him?
I'm grappling the hell
Nice.
All
out
right,
of him.
roll your athletics.
That's what you do.
All right, so roll your athletics.
Okay, here he rolls.
Critical
Adam got
fail.
a critical fail.
All right, so what happens is
Your lat
rolling at
band, your
this
lat
bad
band
guy.
explodes.
the guy,
He pulls a hamstring and pulls up right before.
the guy just leans to the side and sticks out an ankle. You go skidding prone.
Shirt, your wife beater.
One more stain on your shirt.
Oh no, your pubes.
All right.
The lizard ma'am is moving forward.
She rolls to hit.
She gets a +1.
God damn it, Tommy. Double damage.
Yeah!
And that's +1 on that too.
Good God. All right, so she hits him for 14 points of damage.
Damn.
With a javelin.
Yes, with a javelin.
Right in the throat.
She gets one more attack.
Oh, right in his eye.
Direct hit.
Okay, she misses that one.
Okay.
It is his.
Listener. Oh, he's dead.
all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Three scallywags down, one scallywag remaining.
At least I can kill this
He's going
guy.
to try. The last one always tries to run away.
Is he attacking me?
Yes.
I'm gonna nimble dodge that shit.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh,
Nimble
nimble
dodge.
dodge.
Nimble dodge.
Nibble
All right.
dodge. Did
He's
she
going
want
to
him?
spend all 3 attacks on you.
Okay.
His first attack misses you by mere feet.
Okay.
Use your nibble dodge.
Nibble dodge. No. Yeah. Also, we can't do nibble
All
dodge
right.
anymore.
He actually misses you with all 3 attacks.
Okay.
Good
You
footwork.
use your hamster style.
Yeah. Oh,
Orgasmo.
yes, Orgasmo, yeah.
Next is Todd.
Okay, so if I use, do I have to like move out of the way so a spell doesn't hit him if it's like a line like that, or can I just aim for that guy?
No, it'll hit him.
It'll hit my guy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you might want to spend a move action
All
to
right.
get to a more
So-
advantageous place.
5, 10, 15.
Listeners, Todd
Yeah.
is flanking the enemy so that he doesn't hurt Flarn with his spell.
All right, and I'm gonna try to hit this dude with an electric arc.
So what does electric arc say?
Electric arc is it has a range of 30 foot. I could target 1 or 2 creatures,
Oh,
but
man.
in this, obviously 1.
Am I at a black
And,
wedding in the 90s?
An arc of lightning leaps from one target to another to deal electricity damage equal to 1d4 plus my spell casting modifier. It's a cantrip, it's electrify, and it's evocation.
What is the saving throw?
It doesn't say. I think it's just
I wonder if that guy hates the
Doesn't
shit
have a
out of the
saving
Cupid
throw.
Shuffle guy.
on it. At least it doesn't say.
Can I see that?
Oh, it says basic reflex. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So he made his reflex save, which means he's going to take half damage.
Okay.
So
Your
roll
crazy
a d4.
pumpkin man's got some powerful spells.
D4. Yeah, he's got some cool shit, man.
What is it? What is the damage that spell deals?
1d4 plus his
the whole
spell
thing.
casting modifier, which is his wisdom.
Which would be +4. So here we go.
We've already hit a mid-season.
And I hit 1 + 4, so 5, and so 2.5, I guess. And you take 1 electric damage from last time for the last spell.
Yes. Oh shit.
And +1 damage because of the song.
That's with melee.
Oh.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter because you killed him.
Yeah!
Listeners, if you're counting along at home, that is the fourth and final scallywag. Our newly formed
Fuck yeah.
alliance has saved
That's
the
some cool ass
supply crate
spells this time, guys.
outside of the manor house.
Yeah. Let's hear it for the Weird Compendium.
The Weird Compendium's bond has been forged. They've all committed an heinous act of violence together that has brought them close. On to greater adventures.
Hey, we straight murdered these guys.
In the next exciting episode of
All right, guys, today is November 26th.
Oh.
We are just 2 days. I know we have to push it back so we can have continuous flow of episodes.
Gotcha.
But we are just 2 days away from Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, the 27th, I will be in Hampstead doing some show for Wendy.
Cool.
I don't know any
That's
more
tight.
about that. I probably should get on that and find out what's happening with that.
Enjoy getting paid in fentanyl.
What about you, Eric? What do you got coming up?
I'm sorry. What was the release date of this show?
26th.
Monday, the 26th of this month.
Yes, of November.
Oh, okay. Well, the 26th, I'm if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, I'm actually here at the Wits End Saloon. You check that out. And on the 29th, I booked this while sitting here playing this game. I'll be at Zissimo's on the 29th doing 2 shows with Michael Furr and returning comedian Devin Green. Very, very funny.
way to give
gent.
your all to the
So,
Laugh-Finder podcast.
Where did Devin go?
I think he moved to California, so he's coming
okay.
back for a little bit, and he's back home for the holidays.
Okay,
I don't know.
Way to focus on what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Well, listen, while you guys are all doing your tacky stuff, I don't have to know anything until I'm getting damaged and I see one of you guys fall down. That's all I need to know.
Nice
okay?
multitasking.
What do you got going on, Brian?
Fuck, I'm trying to look on here. I don't like the way Facebook does your goddamn events now, but you can catch me December 7th in, I think, Fells Point at the Brooklyn to BK, Baltimore. I'm doing some fucking show in Fells Point on the 7th.
Oh, well, if we're talking about that, okay, so...
I don't have shit on the...
But next week, if you were at PAX Unplugged in Philly, see if maybe catch me there. I'll be doing on-camera interviews for Games Trade Media, and if that works out, maybe they'll ask me to come to Lake Comic-Con and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
That'd be kind of cool.
All right.
I'll be rubbing elbows with Paizo Cut people.
Fuck yeah.
Don't tell them about the show.
Maybe Patch and Mortimer will be there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up, Aaron?
When this podcast comes out, also in your podcast feed, listeners, because I'm sure you've also downloaded out of the blocks.
Of course they have.
The current episodes are from Juneau, Alaska. Ooh. Our adventure from Juneau finally comes to fruition. You'll be able to meet all the interesting characters we encountered up there.
Yeah, become a blockhead.
Yeah, get it in your feed. And I just got back at this date from taping an episode then in Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh.
We're doing an urban Appalachian episode.
Oh, is it Out of the
Block.
Teeth?
Just one.
It's Up on the Blocks.
Yeah. Just once. You gotta
It's
call
a
it
mobile home podcast. Up on the Block.
just call one episode Blocks on Blondes.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Hey,
so there you go.
but Juneau, Alaska sounds like if you ask a Hispanic gentleman,
Oh
where
my
is it
God.
cold?
Juneau, Alaska.
Juneau, Alaska.
It's fucking this time, man.
Oh, no, we can't.
You should do the promo for this episode.
Hey, guys.
Have you ever been to Juneau?
Speedy Gonzalez.
That's Slowpoke Rodriguez. You know that's Slowpoke Rodriguez.
It's fucking sick, bro.
Jose, speaking of which, Jose, what do you got going on?
I'll be making ice cream. I don't know about you guys. Papa ice cream.
He's making young papayas.
Dorian, what do you got coming up?
Nothing till like January. I'll have to look it up. I'll mention it next time. It won't even come around by the time we do the next episode.
Okay, all right. And Ben, what do you got?
Nothing.
All
If you
right,
want to
then.
find Dorian, do it the old-fashioned way, stalking. Okay?
Silver Stalkings. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, it's Eric Woodworth, former guest, friend, and now official sponsor of the Laugh-Finder podcast. And I wanted to take a quick minute to tell you about my podcast, Quality Time. I have a very lovely co-host, Miss Kimberly Ambrose, super funny, super talented, and she joins my super deranged, super murder clown dressing brother as we break down some of the greatest films in all of history. Okay, it's mostly just horror flicks and cheesy action 90s movies. It's awesome, though. You should come check us out. We're on the iTunes, the Stitcher, the Podbean, all the major platforms. You can look for quick links on ericcomedy.com. That's my website. Please come and check it out. The friendship with Pathfinder podcast very much hinges on this being a successful campaign. So do yourself a favor, treat yourself to quality time. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of Pathfinder.
Hey, yo, we back in town, so we're gonna bring it back with a review. This one comes straight from Alex Priestman. You